All right, in this section, we're going to show you how to raise the lift and get it to, a good working level so we can get in there and get out there and we're not doing a lot of bending over. So you just step down on this. I'm pretty tall, so I lift the lift pretty high. So everything's freed up, everything's ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and loosen these next two side bolts. They're right next to the same bolts that we removed for the stand. There's two on each side. So we're just going to go ahead and crack this loose. And once it's loose, you're good. You don't need to take it out or anything. We're going to do the same thing on this side. That's all done. Now we're going to remove the axle. And to do this on certain bikes, there's a lot of different tools that we're going to use. In this case, there's an actual universal tool that you can buy at a lot of motorcycle stores. It's set up for 4 different bikes. For Yamaha, and this one's for Suzuki. And this one, it's actually different than a socket because this is actually, it's almost kind of like an Allen head socket. And this fits right here on the side. And this is what we're going to use to loosen the whole axle. And grab our breaker bar. You just put this on this side. Snap your wrench into place. The other side, you're going to need to have it held on, and you're just going to break it loose. And then when you loosen it, this nut comes off the other side. Once that's off, you're one step closer to pulling this entire wheel off. Now, the way we're going to do that, we're going to check to make sure the rotors are all good, everything's not in the way, nothing's connected to anything. And what I do is I just grab it by the spoke right here and just remove the axle, and bam, the wheel is now out. Now what I do, after you take the wheel out, I take the axle and I put it back in. Because here's the thing. These are the shocks of the motorcycle. They twist. They go all different kind of directions unless this is in there. So you don't want this thing twisting at all because it could fall off the stand, just give you a whole bunch of other problems. So always just put the axle back in, just for the time that you're going to be working on the front wheel and changing the brakes.